Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is October the 29th, 2018. Strong hand, long-term thinking, offended by selling. Personal responsibility is the new counterculture. Unconfiscatable. This game is not rigged. Your source for 20% or Bitcoin knowledge. Bitcoin first. Be a unique beast. I haven't said that one for a while, have I? Okay, remember everyone, I post a new show here every day. You can see all the archives at disruptmeister.com. Everything I talk about in this video is linked to below. Get your t-shirts, get your Trezors, all sorts of discount codes below. 20% off I'll be speaking in New Orleans on December 3rd and 4th. Click on the Eventbrite and use the Meister 20% off discount code if you'll be in New Orleans then. More on that next show, I guess. Okay, so let's start off this show with a Matt Odell tweet. This quote is great. When there is no other option, there is Bitcoin. That sums it up, man. You're backed up into a corner. You can always accept Bitcoin. You can always get Bitcoin. It's unconfiscatable, uncensorable. Good tweet there. Okay, and that starts us off on a positive note. Nick Carter has a tweet. Now now we're getting into the crypto noise world where, hey, don't have a weak hand, people. But this is just feeding. The articles that came out today are going to feed the no coiners for quite some time. So be ready for this crypto noise to be recycled by all the NPCers out there. You may have seen today's mainstream media talking points about Bitcoin boiling the oceans. What a coincidence that all these articles came out simultaneously. Well, there have been, and I linked to this tweet. You can find the articles on your own. A bunch of mainstream media publications obviously were contacted by some PR agency, I guess representing the organization that came up with these findings that Bitcoin mining was going to increase the temperature of the world and create climate change. I mean, this is the ultimate clickbait type of story. So of course, all the mainstream publications without thinking were like, yeah, man, that global warming, climate change, yeah, why don't we associate it with Bitcoin? Everyone clicks on climate change. We're going to associate climate change with everything. Why not Bitcoin? All the NPCers will love this. It's the same thing. Climate change, climate change, climate change. So, yeah, expect the no coiners to remember this crypto noise for a long time. And yeah, it's totally NPC style. Everything boils down to global warming, I guess, and clickbait. And the mainstream media loves the mindless sensationalism. And I said on a previous show, we have to be anti-sensational. This is the ultimate example of sensationalism. Bitcoin mining, global warming. Oh, wow. So have a strong hand, ignore it, but be ready for the no coiners to bring it up a lot in the future, this study. Oh, man. Pound that freaking like button for calm, rational stories. No sensationalism here. This is home of a 20%er Bitcoin knowledge, as I said before. So Jay Ratcliffe, this dude on Twitter, has a great tweet. If you bought and this is all about patience and a strong hand. If you bought Bitcoin at $1,300 in November of 2013, I don't know how many people could have done that. I think it only went up, but whatever, 1,100 in November of 2013. It took you over 3 years to reach break even in terms of fiat. Now, can someone please explain to me how December of 2017 is any different? If you don't have patience to wait 3 years, get out of Bitcoin now. It's all about time preference. Oh, dude, long-term thinking, brother. We're on the same page. But you know what? I don't tell people to get out of Bitcoin now if they can't wait it out, if they bought at the top. No, you still have the same amount of Bitcoin, dudes. You've got to learn about long-term thinking. So stick around and learn. Stick around and learn. Don't just go in and out of the space. Stick around, because we're going to get to that in a second. A lot of people have left the space or come in and out, and they're missing so much important information that would strengthen their hands, that would make them better, well, smarter people, to be frank, and be able to buy Bitcoin and to understand its implications for the future, not to just get into all this other nonsense and lose out. Okay, so we're going to get to that in a second. BTC Benny up in Calgary. Oh yeah, it was a pleasure to meet him in person at the Bitcoin Rodeo back in July. He said it was a great event, dude. He has a tweet. On the bright side, every company is bumping up their referral link incentives because no one is buying. I cut out one word there. LOL. Strong hands, everybody. Hold. So he's referring to, there are a lot of crypto companies out there that sell some pretty worthwhile things like Trezors, and they've always had affiliate links. But I have noticed that they're willing to pay affiliates even more now because clearly they're not selling as much stuff. So they want the affiliates to, market their product even more. And this is a sign that some people aren't as intense into crypto as they were before. Or perhaps all the whole, in terms of a storage device, perhaps all the wise holders have gotten their storage devices now. But the people who have gone in and out of the space, they're not interested. Some people beforehand, some of these not so long-term thinkers, they were willing to buy. Now they're just not around anymore to even buy. And, well, I'll get to that in a second. Okay. DisruptMeister.com, TechBalt.com. I'm TECHBALT on Twitter. Okay, watch yesterday's show. I told you of the volatility vacation would end soon. And look, lo and behold, not that I predicted it was going to happen in a few hours after the show, but the price of Bitcoin, whoop, in terms of dollars, for those of you who care about that thing, it went down. But yeah, we're going to have much more. $200 drop, that's nothing. Come on, strengthen your hands. The volatility, it'll be back. You got a small taste of it, I guess, last night after my show. So spam in the comment section. This kind of goes back to my the people who come in and out of Bitcoin, the 80%ers, or in and out of crypto. I'm going to give you a little quote of something, the kind of wordage that gets left in my comment section by spammers. And sadly, this kind of thing works. It really appeals to the short-term thinkers. If you are looking to get hold of some crypto without investing or mining, look into, and then they name their product and everything. So these are like short-term solutions. Hey, no, you don't have to buy, you don't have to mine. Just get with us. And that works. That works with a lot of people. They don't want to put in the time to learn about Bitcoin, and they don't want to spend their money on Bitcoin. They want an easy solution. And that's the easy solution is, turning that worthless, that inflationary fiat into Bitcoin, going over to Coinbase and buying it. It's pretty simple. But so many other people want get rich quick, complicated. Well, they want glamorous ICO or cloud mining or who knows what else. Bitcoin punishes the 80%ers though. The impulsive people that jump on that actually click on that spam type of stuff. And I get rid of that spam stuff. It's so obvious what the spam stuff is. It's obvious to me, but it works. And unfortunately it works. People believe that stuff. And well, look at that. Bench and MGTOW in the super chat sent $5. Only one of my fellow mechanics sold. The rest are holding. Say it, Adam. Well, yes, I know you spelled it HODLING. I like to say holding, not the other way. I can't say it. But Benjamin Vitale, thank you for the $5. And I'm glad only one of your fellow mechanics sold. The rest are long-term thinkers. There is no point to sell once it's gone down by a lot. You wait it out. You value your wealth in Bitcoin. You don't even care that it's gone down in fiat. That's kind of good. You got a high percentage of holders among. You hit the right guys up there, Vention. Good job. That's rare, man. Well, Bitstamp apparently is being purchased for $400 million. I don't know if that price is correct or not. Bitstamp was acquired by the Belgian-based investment company NXMH. Our team leadership and vision all remain the same. We believe this is the logical next step on our mission to be the most trusted digital currency exchange in the market. Okay, I linked to their tweet below that mentions that, and you can look into that more. And I think throughout the year we've noted that exchanges have been bought up by larger, wealthier corporations. It's just a trend, and it's a good trend. It's if large financial organizations are willing to pay hundreds of millions of dollars for crypto exchanges, not even the biggest of them all, not even the biggest ones sometimes, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. The future is bright. But, I'm not a trader. I don't care who owns the darn exchanges. I don't give a darn. It doesn't affect me. But overall, it shows that big boys want to get into this game. They'd be better off just buying $400 million worth of Bitcoin than buying a Bitcoin exchange. But, hey, let them do what they're going to do. So in the comment section, they don't value their wealth in Bitcoin, clearly. In the comment section, the great Casso said, clickbait for the masses is just irrelevant noise for the classes. So yes, first of all, pound that like button, Casso. Are you there, Casso? I don't know. You left a great comment in the comments. But yeah, man. It is irrelevant noise for those who are educated, those who have wisdom, those who have sat in the school of Meister. Actually, and you should sit in the school of J.W. Weatherman, seriously. $50 off. The links are below if you use the Meister discount code. It's good stuff for you guys who want some red pill economic history and understanding Bitcoin and understanding speculation, and that we have insider knowledge. And I'm going to get on that in a second. And this Tour de Meister mentioned how Bitcoin searches, the searches for Bitcoin and the search for other things related to Bitcoin are down on Google by a lot since last year. I think there was a high point last year. And it is a clear sign that the masses that I referred to before have lost interest in Bitcoin and maybe in crypto totally. Some of them are looking up ICOs and other nonsense still. That probably hasn't dropped off as much. I don't know. The point is that we are in a time, and I mentioned, not as many people are buying Trezor or affiliate linked things, BTC Benny mentioned, but all of those people who have temporarily disappeared, they will regret, well, if they're smart, they probably aren't smart, they will regret leaving the space for this period of time, for as long as they've been gone. Because if you have stuck around, you have quite a strong hand. And if you've been paying attention while sticking around, you have gained so much knowledge, okay? There's been a lot to learn during this entire process, during the entire last 10 months, okay? You've learned about this. A lot of us have been through this before. You're gaining experience. So when I've talked about my experience, and Invention has talked about his experience during the down markets of 2014 and 15, well, you're experiencing it now. You're learning. Your hand is becoming stronger. The people who have run away and who just aren't paying attention to crypto anymore, it was just a flash in the pan to them. They'll be back when they hear about it in the paper, when they hear good things about it in the news again. They're missing out on this knowledge, and it just puts them at risk. It makes it very likely that when they come back in, they're going to buy ridiculous things. They're going to get scammed, They're going to get punished. They're not going to realize that Bitcoin is the real Bitcoin and the Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin, excuse me, and one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. So yes, this is everything I talk about on this show for the last 10 months. It's insider knowledge, okay? And the stuff that you're learning now, the smart stuff you're learning in this space through experience, it's insider knowledge because so many people refuse to pay attention. They ran away. And these are and some of them didn't exactly run away. They're just like, why can't it be Ripple? Why can't it be an ICO? They're paying more attention to Ripple than the true knowledge that is out there. Or they've totally left crypto entirely. And the next BitConnect will always be more popular than Caitlin Long talking about financialization. Think about that for a second. The next BitConnect will always be more popular than Caitlin Long talking about financialization. Being popular is clearly overrated, okay? 20% strong hand brothers out there, all right? And you 20% strong hand brothers, if you listen, if you even watching that one This Week in Bitcoin with Caitlin Long, that was worth it all. All the knowledge that you could gain from that video that all those short-term thinkers who left the space will never hear. I mean, the things she was saying about financialization, the future of Bitcoin, just amazing stuff that makes so much sense. And again, go to disruptmeister.com, techbalt.com to watch the old This Week in Bitcoin shows so you can watch that one. Those people all have missed out on things like that. And maybe they'll eventually learn that stuff. But for those of us who know that stuff now, it is going to be so beneficial to know it now, to have gone through all these experiences. So pound that like button. Finally, and click at the end of the show, click on the squares and bang that bell button. And we're almost at the end of the show. The Times of India, a guy in India sends me some tweets. And he just, they have an article that I linked to below, and I'm going to leave you with 2 quotes from there. And you can connect this to Bitcoin any way you choose. There has been an almost complete breakdown in communication between the government of India and the Royal Bank of India, which is the central bank of India. In 2018 alone, there have been at least half a dozen issues which the two have taken opposing stands on. All right, so I think that's for all you people in India, get Bitcoin. That means, but I think a conflict between the government of India and the central bank, hey, let them fight each other and then let Bitcoin slip through the cracks. If they're too busy fighting each other, they won't be able to fight Bitcoin. Or maybe one of them will take a Bitcoin approach and win. Who knows? I think it's good when 2 gigantic bureaucratic groups, be it the government of India or the central bank of India, with so much waste going on, fight each other. But it's a reminder that these guys don't make sense. They want power. And if that's the kind of things going on in your country, get into Bitcoin. But hey, it could be a positive. That's some real on the ground Indian news as opposed to global warming noise. So read that, and who knows? India will be the South Korea of 2019 in terms of Bitcoin. That would be great. Over a billion people there. Okay, I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the links section below. I will say hello to you dudes in the chat. Pound that freaking like button.